It was a cool, quiet morning at Misawa Air Base, the kind of dawn that feels heavy with anticipation. The air was crisp, and a gentle mist hung over the tarmac, hinting that something significant was about to unfold. Suddenly, the silence was shattered as jet engines roared to life. The first F-35A Lightning II fighters, gleaming and powerful, taxied down the runway, their presence impossible to ignore. These were not just any jets. They represented the cutting edge of military aviation. Their sleek gray bodies shimmered in the golden sunrise, reflecting both the light and the promise of big changes ahead. The sight was both beautiful and intimidating, a clear signal that a new chapter was beginning. For decades, the F-16 Fighting Falcon had been the face of American air power in Japan, a reliable workhorse that symbolized strength and partnership in the region. But now, with the arrival of the F-35A, a new era was unmistakably underway. The transition wasn't just about swapping out old planes for new ones, it was about embracing the future of aerial warfare. The arrival of the F-35A wasn't just about replacing aging aircraft, it was a bold statement of intent, a demonstration of advanced technology and renewed commitment to security in the region. With North Korea's frequent missile launches and China's rapid military buildup, tensions in East Asia have been steadily rising. The region has become a focal point for global security concerns. Both allies and potential adversaries watched closely as the United States brought its newest stealth fighter to Asia. The world was paying attention, knowing that this move could shift the strategic balance. Pilots and ground crew lined up in crisp uniforms to welcome the jets. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement and pride, as everyone present understood the significance of the moment. Reporters snapped photos, their cameras clicking rapidly, while military analysts scribbled notes, eager to capture every detail of this historic event. Among the crowd, serious faces reflected the gravity of the occasion. Everyone knew this was more than just a routine upgrade. It was a pivotal moment in military history. This moment marked a true turning point for the balance of power in the region, signaling a new phase in the ongoing contest for air superiority in East Asia. From now on, the skies over Japan and the vast expanse of the Western Pacific would never be the same. The arrival of the F-35A had changed everything, ushering in a new era of strength and vigilance. The U.S. Air Force has long relied on the F-16 in Japan. These jets have patrolled the skies, deterred adversaries and reassured allies, but technology moves fast. The decision to replace the F-16s with F-35As was not taken lightly. Why now? The threat landscape around Japan has changed. North Korea's missile tests are more frequent. China is flying more warplanes near Japan's islands. To keep up, the U.S. needed to bring in something new and better. So the F-35As arrived. They bring advanced stealth, sensors, and communication tools. Suddenly the US and its allies have a big advantage over older fighter jets in the region. The switch signals to China and North Korea that the US is serious about defending Japan. It also shows that the US and Japan are working closely together to stay ahead of new threats. The F-35A is not just another fighter jet, it's a flying computer, packed with sensors and stealth technology. Most enemy radars have a hard time seeing it. That means it can get close to targets without being detected. Inside the cockpit, pilots see a world of information. The jet collects data from all around, combining radar, cameras, and other sensors. This gives pilots a clear picture of the battle space, making it easier to spot threats and targets. The F-35A can also share information with other planes and ground forces in real time. This networked warfare is a big leap forward. It helps coordinate attacks and defenses much faster than older jets could manage. These high-tech features make the F-35A a force multiplier. It doesn't just replace the F-16, it changes how air battles are fought over Japan and beyond. The F-16 has served for decades. It's fast, agile, and battle-tested, but times have changed. The F-35A brings new tricks that the F-16 can't match. The biggest difference is stealth. The F-16 is visible on radar, so enemies can see it coming. The F-35A is built to be nearly invisible, slipping past enemy defenses. The F-35A's sensors are also much better. Pilots in F-16s rely on radar and their eyes. F-35A pilots get data from all directions, even from satellites. They can spot threats earlier and react faster. Finally, the F-35A can talk to other jets and command centers using secure digital links. This makes the US and its allies smarter and faster in a fight. The F-16 is still a strong jet, but the F-35A is the future. China and North Korea are watching the skies over Japan very closely, monitoring every movement and development with intense focus. The region is a hotspot for military activity, and both countries are keenly aware of any changes in the balance of power above their borders. Both countries have built up their own air forces, investing heavily in new aircraft and training programs. Their fleets are constantly on alert, ready to respond to any perceived threat or shift in the regional status quo. China, in particular, has invested in new jets, ships, and missiles, aiming to project power and secure its interests. The J-20 stealth fighter is a symbol of this ambition, representing a leap forward in technology and capability for the Chinese military. North Korea continues to test its military power, often to send a message to its neighbors and the world. Missile launches and military parades are designed to showcase strength and deter any potential adversaries. The arrival of the F-35A changes the game in a dramatic way. This advanced stealth fighter brings new capabilities that neither China nor North Korea can easily match. With its stealth, the F-35A can gather information, strike targets, or patrol borders without being easily tracked. Its sensors and avionics allow it to operate in contested airspace, collecting intelligence and sharing it with allies in real time. This makes it harder for rivals to plan or act aggressively, since they can never be sure where the F-35A might be or what it might see. The uncertainty it creates forces adversaries to think twice before making bold moves. If tensions rise, the F-35A can be a powerful deterrent, ready to respond at a moment's notice. Its speed and versatility mean it can adapt to changing situations quickly. Its presence signals that the US and Japan are ready and willing to defend their interests together. Joint exercises and close cooperation send a clear message to any potential aggressors. The jet can reach trouble spots quickly, whether it's the East China Sea or the Korean Peninsula. Its range and speed allow it to cover vast distances, providing rapid response wherever it's needed most. For China and North Korea, this means their moves are riskier and must be calculated with greater caution. The presence of the F-35A complicates their planning and limits their options. They know the F-35A could respond fast, with little warning, making any aggressive action potentially costly and unpredictable. That keeps the region more stable, even if tensions stay high. The F-35A's presence acts as a silent guardian, helping to maintain peace and deter conflict in one of the world's most sensitive areas. With the F-16s leaving Japan, many wonder what happens next. The US military rarely scraps its old jets right away. Instead, it often transfers them to trusted allies who need to boost their defenses. The process isn't simple. First, the US checks the jet's condition. Then, it decides which countries would benefit most. Allies in Asia are often the first considered, especially those working closely with the US. Once a country is chosen, the jets may get upgrades or repairs. Pilots and crews are trained. Finally, the planes are delivered, sometimes with a ceremony to mark the event. This transfer of F-16s keeps older jets useful. It helps partners like the Philippines modernize, while the US focuses on its newest planes. The Philippines is at the center of many security discussions in Asia. Its location is strategic, close to the South China Sea and important sea lanes, yet its air force has long relied on older, less capable planes. Now, as the US upgrades in Japan, the Philippines could receive some of the retired F-16s. Talks between Manila and Washington have hinted at this possibility. America wants its allies to be stronger, and the Philippines is a key partner. For the Philippines, getting F-16s would be a huge leap forward. It would send a message to neighbors, especially China, that the country is serious about defending its airspace. The transfer would also deepen military ties between the US and the Philippines. Joint exercises and shared equipment could follow, making both countries more secure. If the Philippines gets F-16s, the change will be dramatic. These jets can patrol vast areas, intercept intruders, and even launch precision strikes if needed. For the first time in years, the country would have modern air power. The F-16's radar and weapons could help the Philippines monitor disputed islands and reefs. The country faces challenges from China in the South China Sea. F-16s would make it harder for other nations to ignore Philippine claims. F-16s could also respond faster to emergencies, like disasters or rescue missions. They would boost morale among pilots and citizens, showing that the Philippines is investing in its defense. Finally, modern jets open the door for more training and cooperation with US forces. This strengthens the alliance and helps the Philippine Air Force learn the latest tactics. Getting F-16s would not be a simple task for the Philippines, as it involves many complex steps and decisions. These advanced jets are expensive to operate and maintain, requiring significant resources and expertise. Spare parts, fuel, and weapons all cost money, and these expenses can quickly add up over time. The government would need to increase its defense budget to cover these ongoing costs and ensure sustainability. Training is another big challenge that cannot be overlooked. Pilots and maintenance crews must learn how to handle these advanced jets, mastering both flying and technical skills. This process takes time, dedication, and support from the US and other experienced partners. Mistakes can be costly, so thorough and continuous training is a must for everyone involved. The airfields and infrastructure in the Philippines may also need significant upgrades to support the new jets. Old runways, hangars, and control towers could slow down the F-16's potential and limit their effectiveness, but the rewards could be worth it, bringing new capabilities and pride to the Air Force. With careful planning and help from allies, the Philippines could overcome these hurdles and enter a new era of air defense, securing its skies for the future. The arrival of the F-35A in Japan is more than just a display of cutting-edge technology. It's a powerful symbol of how innovation and international teamwork are working together to keep the Indo-Pacific region secure. Each landing of this advanced jet represents a commitment to peace and stability, showing that nations are willing to invest in both hardware and relationships to protect their shared interests. Modern jets like the F-35A are not just deterrents against potential threats. They also serve as a reassurance to allies and partners in the region. Their presence sends a clear message. The skies are being watched and protected by the most advanced technology available, and by nations who stand together. The possible transfer of F-16s to the Philippines would extend these benefits even further, strengthening the capabilities of another key partner. This move would help ensure that the Philippines can contribute more effectively to regional security and respond to emerging challenges. Strong alliances matter just as much as strong planes. When nations work together, they multiply their strength and resilience, making it much harder for any threat to succeed. The US, Japan, and the Philippines share common goals: peace, security, and freedom of navigation. These shared values form the foundation of their partnership and guide their actions in the region. Sharing advanced jets and conducting joint training exercises brings these countries even closer together. It builds trust, improves communication, and ensures that everyone is ready to act as one team when needed. As the Indo-Pacific faces new and evolving challenges, these partnerships and joint efforts are more important than ever before. They provide a united front and a sense of security for all nations in the region. Advanced technology, shared training, and constant cooperation are the keys to keeping the skies safe for everyone. These elements work together to create a powerful shield of protection. In the end, it's not just about hardware or military might. It's about the people, the relationships, and the trust that bind these nations together. It's about trust, teamwork, and a shared vision for a stable, peaceful, and prosperous Indo-Pacific, one where nations support each other and work side by side. Story of the F-35A and the journey of the F-16s shows how old bonds are being renewed and strengthened, ensuring that tomorrow will be safer, more secure, and filled with hope for all.